Welcome to our podcast where we're gonna discuss GMOs. My name is Oliver. We have Brian and Abby here as well, and we're gonna be explaining how GMOs play an important role in reducing the emissions of greenhouse gases in the agricultural sector, and specifically in the atmosphere.
So, sorry. Is it true? Is it false? Well, it's true because first of all, greenhouses that use GMOs tend to release cleaner emissions, and it reduces the CO2 that's created and released by the greenhouses by half, meaning less harmful gases into the air atmosphere.
Right. Also, the GMO can also. Wait. I'll get that off. All right. This is due primarily to a reduction in spray runs in GMIR crops and a switch to no-tillage farming systems in agriculture, which means that there's less fuel-dependent farm equipment being used, releasing more gas, burnt gas into the air, which is CO2. And the result of these practices led to a decrease in 2019 of about 920 million liters, which saves 2,456 million kilograms of CO2 from being released into the atmosphere. This fuel saving is the equivalent of taking 22.65 million cars off the road for a year, which is a lot. The total reduction of fuel use from GM agriculture throughout history is approximately 12,799 million liters of fuel and 34,172 million kilograms of CO2.
Also, how the GMO can also increase soil carbon sequestration.
What is carbon sequestration?
Carbon sequestration is the process of capturing and storing atmospheric carbon dioxide, which is also trace gas and also the greenhouse effect. Basically, the cycle and it basically reduces the amount of carbon in the atmosphere and helps reduce global climate change.
So what I got from that is that the plant basically absorbs CO2 and uses it, and which also reduces the amount of CO2 in the atmosphere. Okay.
And how would you change others' opinions of GMOs?
I mean, some people would see it as harmful to the environment because it needs more. It uses or it needs more pesticides, making the overall product seem tasteless or bad or usually just not fit for
Consumer use.
For consumer use.
Yeah.
You know, but
In order to change the opinion of others about this issue, we could use numbers of the environmental and atmospheric impacts of GMOs. For example, as mentioned earlier, GMOs reduce the amount of fuel used in farming equipment, which means less carbon emissions. They also use less pesticides. Scientists say GMOs have reduced the use of chemical pesticides, specifically both herbicides and insecticides, by 37%.
As you can see, say it together with me, guys. GMOs are the future of agriculture.
I forgot, bro.